Hey everybody, it's Audrey from Audrey Lynn Studios on the west side of Canada near Vancouver. I have a kiln opening for you and it is all copper float. This firing I did my cone 6, so straight cone 6 with an 8-minute hold. And I didn't quite get that. So here's my cone pack. So this is 5, and that is 6, and that is 7. I actually prefer a hotter 6 when I'm doing copper float, and I usually get that. But for whatever reason, and this was on the top shelf, so maybe it was just cooler on the top shelf. Or maybe I have to look at my thermocoupler. But anyway, it was a good cone 6. It's just that some pieces look a little bit more like ancient copper than copper float, but some really look like copper float, so that's good. Anyway, we'll get to that in just a second. One thing is, many of you have left me your name and where you're from, and so I just want to quickly go through that. No last names. I'll give a name of a business. So Lori from Nova Scotia, Louise from Long Beach, Laura from Richmond, Virginia, and Fiona from Cochrane, Alberta, an A. last name from Saskatchewan, Sandra from Spanish Fork, Utah, Pat from Pat's Pot Page from Central Virginia, Marie from Homedale, New Jersey, Debbie, Delaware Beaches, Maggie, Southern Turkey, Jacqueline, Washington State, Joey, Corvallis, Oregon, Lori B. Pottery, hi Lori, Napa, California, and Fallen Star Ceramics, Minnesota, USA. So thanks everybody. I'll make little pins for you and stick you on the map. It's really fun to look at the map and see all the pins and where everybody's from. All right, let's start with some smaller things. So, pumpkins. Everybody loves pumpkin. So this is copper float on the bottom 3 times, and on the top is green tea twice. All of these have 3 times Mako's copper float. 3 times Maker's, 3 times Mako's copper throat. Oh my God, 3 times Mako's copper float. And these are jewelry pieces. So they're gonna look really great. What I do is I glue a bail on there with E6000 or JB Weld, and then stick it on a chain. And it looks so pretty, right? Just nice and delicate. They're really thin. I like my jewelry pieces to be really thin. So here's another couple. This will be a necklace. They're actually not that big either, because they could be earrings. So again, copper float and green tea. And then there's this shape. Yeah. Turned out well. And the other little piece are owls done in the copper float. They look really cute. All right. Now, I did a tester here. Usually when I do that firing, I like to just use Plainsman 370 white stoneware. I don't want to put anything in that's groggy because I'm afraid it's going to bloat, but I did put this one in. So I had this pumpkin from my pumpkin cutter that I made, and then it cracked. Like, look at it. So I thought, well, let's throw it in the firing and put the 3 copper float on there. And I just wanted to see how it would turn out, whether it would get any crystals, and it didn't. It turned out actually quite shiny. But it does look nice, and I don't see any bloating. It was really just a test. I don't know if I would put anything other than 370 in that kiln, but maybe. And then this one is 370 white stoneware. It's the Tree of Life. You can see the crystals up in here. It might be kind of hard with this camera. And the back is Mako's Brick Red Engobe. And that's a great color for a copper float. Sorry, I didn't clean any of the bottoms off yet. See? Yeah, I really like that. That's cute. And this one was a tester. It came out kind of dull, again with the red brick on the back. And I put manganese on it first. I wanted to see how the manganese would turn out with the copper float on top. And you don't get the crystals, although again, it was on the top. But it looks cool. So I was happy to give that one a shot with manganese underneath. Yeah. This one was also on the top. So it's, again, the copper float with green tea. This one got the crystals. You see that? So I think it was just a little bit cooler on that top shelf, but they all look good. None of them have pinholes. Nothing's cracked. Everything looks great. Just on that top shelf for sure, not that many crystals. Okay, so this one is again 370 stoneware. Let's see, get all prepared here. It's a tester, so, and I used it because it cracked. And this is the tester. So what I used here was, when I went down to see lovely Amanda from Red Eft Design, she made me sintered glaze. Little chips of sintered glaze. And like I'm talking, that sweetie gave me a whole pack of these things, of sintered glaze. So I thought, okay, well, start testing these. So this one was the chartreuse. So it started out like this and turned into that. And so it's quite flat. Yeah, I think they look really good. It's awesome. Thank you, Amanda. I love them. I'll keep testing them on other things, but you know, I was putting this in and thought, okay, let's start testing those chips. All right. Next. This little cup is 370 white stoneware, and look at those crystals. So you see, the further down I went, the better it was. Beautiful. And then inside, and out here is 3 times Deep Olive Speckled by Amico. Really simple. Beautiful. Then this mug is, actually the rest of these are all 370 white stoneware now. So beautiful crystals. And then I have eggplant here, times 3 in and out. And then I use the Purple Rain Jungle Gems, times 2. I thought it would run more, but eggplant is very stable. So I probably just should have brought that Purple Rain down further, but it looks good. Love orange and purple together. So to me, it works. I just wish it had come down a little bit more, but holy, look at the crystals on that handle. Wowza. That's what I love about copper float. BC Guy mug. And what I have here is 2 times blue rutile here with a scrape rim of oatmeal, both by Amico. Also looks great with copper float. Look at that. All I did here was Amico's chocolate brown in the printing part, and then I used fog on the badge. I didn't have something other than fog that's a better match to rutile, but it's fine. Anyway, looks good. Let's show the back again. Nice. All right, I have next 3 more matte mugs. So, well, 2 mugs, 1 vase. So this one is on the inside and out, Desert Dusk by Mako. 2 times. I should go get my little papers just so I don't muck this up. And then there's light flux on the rim, twice. And I did put that up against my lip and it feels fine. Because it's rather, even though it's matte, it's not scratchy. So that's good. Yeah. Those crystals. Okay. And then this vase is inside macadamia, which is the base color of sandstone. And I didn't put flux or anything. I just left it like that. Yeah, it looks nice. And my other matte mug is green tea. Look at that. Green tea times 3 in and out. And then 2 times Aurora green. No flux. Lovely. This one is a classic. We all do it. It all sells well for all of us. So it's 2 alabaster, 1 winterwood, and then light flux times 2. So you get those nice drippies, and there's some crystallizing happening right in here. I don't know if the camera will catch that or not. And then of course it looks great with the crystallizing on the bottom. So you see, the further I went down, the better it was. So it's that top shelf, I guess, that's a little bit cool. All right, I have to pause you because I do have a combo here I have to look up. I'm back. Here is a Lindy Lou combination. It's beautiful. So Amico chocolate brown and the letters white back. That's cherry blossom, actually. Cherry blossom goes quite light. And oh, ooh la la. Look at that, Lindy. Ooh la la. So that is one time Flux Blossom, one time Rose Quartz, and then 2 times Amaryllis. So Flux Blossom, 1 quart. Yeah, I did Amaryllis all over, I think. It looks awesome. And with that copper float, oh, yummy. Looks great. So now you're officially a BC girl in spirit. Awesome. Then this mug is Inside and Out Tiger's Eye. And the top has 2 times Desert Dusk all over the tiger's eye. So 3 times tiger's eye. Oh, did I say 2 times? 3 times tiger's eye, 2 times Desert Dusk. It's an awesome combo. Look at that. Nice. Okay, now these mugs, I'll go with my least favorite first. That's this one. It's nice, but this is my least favorite. So this is Mako's Raspberry Mist Inside and Out with 2 times Desert Dusk on top. It's a nice mug. It's just not my favorite, but yeah, it's good. Right, and then I have 3 times Lavender Mist Inside and Out with 2 times Desert Dusk. Lovely. I think next time I want to do 3 times Desert Dusk, but these turn out great. All the copper's awesome. And this one is Birch. 3 times Inside and Out with Desert Dusk. And do they? Yeah. Yeah. They all have flux on top. Like a scrape on the rim of flux. So, love them. That's beautiful. And then the last one in that line, I guess, is Norse. 3 times in and out with that Desert Dusk. So that Raspberry Mist, Norse, Birch, and Lavender Mist, they're kind of all the same kind of glaze group within Mako. And they all work out really well. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So now I have 3 pieces left. This one is, there's the outside. Didn't get a ton of crystals. Right here it did. But anyway, still looks awesome. And on the inside is Kim and Todd. I just love this glaze combo. I don't know if I'm ever gonna never do it, you know. So it's 2 times Cordovan and 3 times birch with light flux. Definitely light flux around here, and then swoops of light flux. And that light flux is applied twice. So that turned out really nice. Loving that one. Second to last bowl is outside the copper float. Now I had done some air penning on a short, I think I showed you. And it came out great. That texture came out great. And it even crystalled in there. So I love it. And then this is, where's my paper? Oh, 2 times speckled plum. And then 2 times muddy waters. It's so pretty. Look at that. And it looks great with the copper float. Ooh la la. It totally went purple. Like, I don't know if the camera is really showing you, but that is like deep purple drips. I think you can see that. Okay, and the last piece is a swirl bowl. And I did the red underneath and the copper float on the outside, and then powder turquoise on the alternate side. And after I did 3 times powder turquoise, I did 2 times seaweed on the rim all the way around and in. And then oatmeal as a rim scrape. I tried to keep the copper float on the edge of the rim here. So I did that last, and then I did the oatmeal rim scrape first, and then wiped, and then painted the oatmeal. It took a little while to glaze this one, but beautiful. This is my C stores for her birthday. I wished I'd gotten more crystals, but it was near the top. But it's still beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, there's a tutorial to make these. I don't think there's a tutorial for anything else. Yeah, not yet. So, yeah. Okay, so there you go. I had to save up those pieces for a copper float firing. Because it's a different firing than what I usually do. So I don't know if there'll be another copper float for a little while, but I always like to do 1 or 2 in the fall for sure. But it's totally looks great all year round, like copper float in pink and white. It looks awesome. So thank you for hanging out with me. Please subscribe if you learned anything and you want to see more, and hit the notification bell if you want to get all my uploads. And I really appreciate that, and hope you have an awesome day, weekend, week. Peace out.